folks, I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Takara Tomy Zoids Wild Zero Grizis. Alright, my zillions, I got a huge Zoids Wild piece here, the biggest one that I've gotten. It is definitely a size scale bigger than even the Brachiosaurus. It's just tremendous. A really big piece that cost a good amount of money, and even more to ship, unfortunately. I did wait for some stuff to pile up to just make it feel a little better, but yeah, this was pricey. It came out back in August. I did not ship it out till September sometime. Yeah, it is what it is, but it is awesome. The speed build, which you can watch here on the channel, went pretty smoothly. You know, all told, I think all my footage equaled out to about 20-something minutes. So that's not bad. That's not a bad build at all. It was pretty simple. It was easy for the most part. There was a few spots that kind of confused me. You can check out my speed build for most of that, but there is one spot that I will tell you about right now that I was still confused at the ending of that video, and that was this chest piece, which I did indeed put in wrong. I had put it in upside down, and it was just hanging down. So it was a little confusing. Takara Tomy directions always are. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to go, and that is so much better. So, is the full thing awesome? I mean, I think you know the answer to that. But let's do the review and find out for sure. Alright, finally get into the meat and potatoes of this guy. And I say that because I did the opening about a week back now, at least. And since then, I've been even a little more hyped on Zoids than I've been, because we just got the Zoids Wild Blast Unleash for the Nintendo Switch, which is new to us as well. And it's quite fun. I don't know if this guy is in it because I haven't unlocked everybody yet, but I feel like I doubt it because this one just came out here. I don't know. I didn't watch the series in full, the anime series, so I really don't know for sure. But this thing looks incredible. Now, there's no articulation to speak of here. To like real articulation. You can move things around if you want, but it's not going to stay in place. All the articulation really is part of the gimmick. I mean, I guess you could count these, rotating these as articulation, all these like weapons. I guess so, right? You could do that. All of them, well, actually the ones on the tail do not move. But the rest are just, you know, kind of friction jointed in, and they do swivel around on that. They're pretty cool. They're very cool. And then you'll notice that there's these other little pegs there. That's if you want to. There is like a weapons pack out there that you can get. These will, I don't think, oh, these do fit on here. I'm bad. But there is a weapons pack that you can get for that as well. But you can configure these in a different way, I guess. Didn't really realize that before. I know why, because I guess because when you look at the directions and they show the weapons pack, you think, yeah. But that's pretty cool. So you can configure these in different ways, which is nice. And let's look at these up close. These are the two. One is smaller than the other. Done in a sparkly gray, like gunmetal plastic. And they are pretty cool. Both cannons look very good, in my opinion. Very nicely done. So I will put these back to the spots that I really like them on, you know. So they're kind of like dorsal finish. Dorsal finish. The ones on this tail, there's no other real spots to put them in. They are okay. So, you know, you just let them be. There is a rider, and I do have this guy in because he is hidden. And he's different. He's a different rider than the rest. He's a much taller rider than the ones we've gotten in the past. Clear as well, and that's boring, and, you know, why I don't really care for these. I don't even know why we need them. You know, if you're gonna make them clear, what's the purpose? So he sits in here. He just goes in. You really can't notice him much, so doesn't add anything or subtract. So for once, I'm going to leave the rider in there. The rest I do not have riders on. But you can bet when I get the Hasbro versions, I will leave the riders on because they actually, you know, went and made the anime characters, and I think that's pretty cool. So let's take a little bit of a closer look on this guy. The head sculpt is phenomenal. He's got these little cool, like, ear things, antenna things are looking really good. Nice silver all around. That's awesome. And I loves it. I love how it looks with the purple and the gunmetal. Beautiful. Nice, simple color combination with these awesome red eyes, which, you know, goes down to his nasal cavity a little bit. Really nice. You can see it's like has all these little circles inside of that, and that looks phenomenal. He's got some more little gun thingies, or I don't know, exhaust things on the top of his nose, as well as a little horn there, which looks awesome. Love it. Love, like, there's a little grate there that looks awesome, and, you know, little bolts there, and a little fuzzy. And then on his mouth here, you get the purple, which looks awesome, metallic purple from there. Little stopper there. Then these little exhaust things on the bottom of his chin look great. This, I feel like, if we could close it just a little more, would be great. The inside of his mouth has this awesome little blast effect thing. Well, it will be a blast effect thing, or a voice box, or whatever you want it to be. It looks really cool. Some, you know, interesting design work in there. You can see a little bit of the teeth and teeth on top. That looks very nice. Again, purple looks phenomenal. Quickly just going over the back again here. With all of this, it just looks so cool. And you can move it and, you know, groove it any way you want. But the middle of the back looks pretty cool. You get these things here, which are done in silver. And then you got some gray sparkly plastic here, which looks very good. And then some more like gun thingies, and I knocked one of the little tail things out. So that looks really good. Looking at the tail, it is very nicely done. In the bottom here, the base with the purple looks phenomenal. And then all of this here looks really good. Tail was a lot of fun to put together, I think. Well, not fun, but like it was interesting to put together the way it like waggles. So very nice, and I did lose that one piece. It's here. I heard it. It's right here. Here it is. You just pop it into place. So yeah, very nice there. Going back to the arms here, you got the purple again with the silver, and then the hands look really good. Again, gunmetal. That's what the interior looks like there. Got one of these stoppers here to help it stop. I wish it wasn't so waggly. It's a little bit too waggly. It makes me feel like I did something wrong, but there is hinges there, so I don't know. The grating here looks really cool. Grating? Yeah, it's kind of like grating, but like the rib cage. Looks good. And then you can see on the inside, you know, it's got the crazy blaster effect. I will look at it a little bit more in depth shortly. All this looks good here. Again, the silver is phenomenal. I think you got some more of the purple stoppers there. The legs are tremendous chunks here. Great. From the silver to the gray to the gunmetal gray, and the sculpt work is absolutely incredible. Very good job. I really like it. These parts look good. You got, of course, the very Zoid-esque, you know, walking thing, so it can walk better, hold itself up, you know, going back to Triptychon there. And it does. It has a very Triptychon-esque vibe. Like somebody, you know, I'm not going to take credit for this, but somebody did say, and I think it on my Instagram, this guy is definitely a Mechagodzilla Triptychon baby. Or Kiryu, I think, more specifically, in my opinion, it looks like, you know, yeah, combined with Triptychon. That's a good shout, especially with the coloring. it does have that vibe. But overall, it's gorgeous. Very, very, very gorgeous. The portions are beautiful. I love it. It's just perfect looking. This is, without a doubt, like, my favorite thing in the line thus far. It is just so, so awesome. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get any others besides the ones I already have from the Takara line. At this point, I kind of just want to wait for the Hasbro line. I'm definitely going to be getting a lot of those, and now that I'm playing the game, I want to get the ones I do have from the Takara line over again, because I feel like they're gonna be even cooler in a way with those riders and stuff, and the faster motors and all the stuff they're giving us. But this is awesome. I don't even know if they're gonna like do any of the big ones in the line. We'll see how well it does, I guess. But I'd be very interested to know what they do with this. All right, so all of that said, the thing about Zoids, and from Generation 1 to Generation 3 here, is, although I'm not 100% sure what they did in Generation 2, but Generation 1 and 3 at least are all about the Motorized, and possibly Generation 2, and there's been a ton of kits in between, but the Motorized thing is where it's at, and it's what drew me to come back to Zoids now. Well, to come to Zoids now, because it's something that I've always wanted to play around with. You do have the switch right here, which is nicely disguised as like a dorsal fin of some sort. So we're gonna check this bad boy out. Let him move across the table a little bit. All he's doing is he's chesting right now within the chest. But give him a second. Let's, because I had smacked him back down. Okay. Okay. All right, so now he's gonna walk. We'll take a look at it fully. Don't worry about it. So he's walking. Again, remember what I said. Hasbro is gonna make these motors faster, apparently. But he's got the arm movements. Obviously, the leg moves. You can see all of that moving. The tail wags back and forth, and now there you go. That's what it does. It opens up its chest, fires out. It's gonna do it once again. How cool is that? Oh, something got stuck. We have a malfunction. So something got caught up on it. I'll figure it out, but you got the gist of it. A little bit of a bonus firing here. We're gonna see if it's still getting stuck here. How cool is that, though? Come on. Let's see what happens now. Nope. Now it's not stuck. Oh! Something is getting caught up on it, but much better now. That is so awesome. Hey, real quick, I failed to mention that there's a light in the gun. How cool is that? That's pretty awesome. For your size comparisons, here's 0 Grizis with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And a little bonus size comparison, but more of a bonus. Hey, look, here's what I've been saying. Kiryu and Triptychon. Now, this is kind of an SD Triptychon, but very awesome piece nonetheless. I feel like I should review this. And it's been just sitting on my shelf, and it's so awesome. But that's the Bandai DX Kiryu as well. So you can see, yeah, there's a synergy happening here between these 3 robots. My final thoughts, I absolutely adore this thing. It is so great. It is by far my favorite of these Zoids Wild that I've picked up. Well worth the money. It was the most expensive one that I picked up, and the most expensive to ship, but well worth it. You know, in these times when it's been really expensive to ship, this was like crazy expensive to ship. But I did fill it up. I filled up my box with other stuff, and I ended up only paying $10 more than the cost of it just by itself, with a lot more in the box. So I kind of lucked out on that. I did it okay. That's the thing I'm gonna say to you. If you're importing this, definitely watch out. Definitely try to fill up your box a little bit, but otherwise, man, this is awesome. The build was fun. It didn't take too long. You can check out my speed build for that if you want. The link will be at the end here if you're curious about how that went. And it just looks so great. The silver looks amazing. The gunmetal plastic they used is really good. The purple accents are fantastic. I love the red eyes. That looks really cool. It definitely has a Kiryu / Triptychon type of look, and you know, needless to say, I'm a big fan of both of those guys, and so this thing is amazing. And then the gimmick is great. The motorized gimmick on this one looks really good. I love the wagging of the tail, and the arms moving, and the legs moving, and then when it stops and it opens up to unleash its wild blast, I should use that. It's very, very cool. I love the spinning Gatling gun. It looks fantastic. Yeah, this is great. And I could recommend it. I definitely think you'll have a lot of fun, and I think you'll feel like it was worth the price. So yeah, but again, you know, with the Hasbro line here shortly, you know, coming this February, and probably in stores sooner than the pre-orders, I would say maybe try to hold off to see what they do. If this is gonna come over at some point, it might take a while though. So fair warning. And I don't know the availability of this one at this point either. It's been out a couple of months now, so give it a check. But I love it. And that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.